Testing, testing, testing. Good evening, everybody. This is King Bob. We're going to go flying again. We're going to do a short flight from Miami to Key West. Key West RNAV approach has been eluding me, so let's try to make it a good one. We're going to do a full flight here and using GSX, and we're also going to be using SayIntentions. So let's get going. Let's see what we got. So let's get the plane started up. Battery 1 and 2 can come on. External power can come on. Gonna get the APU master on. Gonna wait a few seconds. Start it. Emergency exit lights to arm. No smoking to auto. Nav and logo comes on. Oxygen for the crew supply will come on. We're going to turn on the flight recorder. We're going to get the IRS aligned. We're going to do the quick trick where we get it aligned instantly. Okay. Plane's going to start to come to life. So over in the Fenix EFB, we're going to import our flight Miami to Key West 15 minutes before we get off the blocks. Not sure it's going to happen, but we're going to give it the old college try. Looks like flight time's roughly 37 minutes. 37 minutes, looking good. Over to the McDo. Actually, before we do that, let's get the plane fueled up. Load the aircraft. We're going to go GSX. Well, that should get here it comes. I see the fuel truck coming. Okay, while the fuel truck's coming, we're going to start some initial McDo setup. Looks good. ETA 37 minutes. Let's go to the init page and get the initial request. Miami to Key West. Fill in the rest. We are Spirit Wings and KS Flight 22 today. Cost index is 42. Cruising at 16,000. We are using live weather, so let's get a wind request in. Okay, that looks good. Let's check what the weather is down in Key West. Looking good. The wind's only 7 knots from 100. We're landing on runway 9, so we should be going into the wind. 31 degrees. 2989 is the barrow. Let's set up for Miami here. We're at 2989 also. So let's get that dialed in. Good. Our initial altitude. I don't know what the initial altitude is yet. We're going to find that out. Let's say hello to our crew in the back. How are you guys doing back there? Okay. So you guys can hear that. Not sure if that comes through on the audio. Gonna add that in here. Please, while I try to figure out. Okay, let me try that again. How you guys all doing back there?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant, Janet, speaking. Just a quick note to let you know that the cabin crew is doing fabulously, like a well-oiled machine, if that machine was also a bit rusty. So sit back, relax, and try not to think about how the captain might be flying us into a cloud of confusion.
Thank you, Janet, for the slapstick back there.
You're welcome, Captain. Just trying to keep the comedy in the cockpit, or is it the cabin? Either way, I hope you can fly better than you can tell jokes.
Seems like she's a little bit on edge this evening. Let's see where that takes us. I shall be right back. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to check to make sure you could actually hear the ATC, which I'm going to be hearing via my headset as opposed to the main audio, and it sounded like it was working fine. Spirit Wings 22, can I get a radio check?
Nobody is listening on 1 to 2 or 2.8.
Spirit Wings. Can I get a radio check?
Spirit Wings 22, Miami ground. You're coming in loud and clear.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant, Janet, speaking. We are currently preparing for takeoff. And I must say, if the captain's flying skills are anything like his jokes, we might be in for a bumpy ride. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your electronic devices are switched off.
Miami ground, American 1519, requesting IFR clearance as filed with information share.
If you see the captain sweating, it's probably just the pressure of keeping us in the air.
Okay, while all that was going on, I was trying to get audio levels going here again, so hopefully everything isn't too loud out there in YouTube lands. All right, so I believe we're starting to load. Perfect. Miami ground, good evening. This is Spirit Wings 22 requesting IFR clearance to Key West.
Clear to Marcelo via G-Walla to departure, then a file climb and maintain 11,000, space flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.05, squawk 6665, American 1519.
Spirit Wings 22, clear to Key West via the main or 2 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 11-1000. Expect 6,010 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.05, squawk 4311.
Cleared to Key West via the main R2 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 11,000. Expect 16,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure is on 126.05, squawk 4311, Spirit Wings 22.
Spirit Wings 22, read back correct. Contact ground on 132.375 when ready.
132.375, Spirit Wings 22. Let's go ahead and get our squawk in, which was 4311. Turn that on. Perfect. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Spirit Airlines
KMIA 145 Kilo Alpha taxi to holding point Bravo 2 via taxiway Delta and Echo.
If you look out the window, you might
Taxiing
see
to
the
holding
captain
point Bravo
forward.
2 via
Try to
Delta
figure
and
out
Echo
who's
King
in
Air
control.
145 Kilo
Please
Alpha.
stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you, unless it's a pet goldfish, in which case it can sit on your lap. We have 91 of you lovely folks on board, so let us make sure everyone is comfortable and ready for this journey. Remember, if you're in the exit row, you're responsible for saving everyone and no pressure. Now sit back, relax, and let us hope the captain remembers which button to push.
Is on board.
He's very spicy tonight. All right, let's get the flight plan going in here. We're going to do 8L. The main R2 SID. And there is no transition. In Key West, we're coming in on runway 9. We're going to land at runway 9 with
information with X-ray.
a transition.
IFR clearance to LAX.
Take a look at our flight plan.
Is on board. American 960.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
It's okay. We should be getting vectored anyways for final, so that looks okay. Okay, so flight plan is in. Let's go back to our mass and balance.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Check that flight plan again. It's going to Key West, not O'Hare, East Sky 901.
Our APU bleed on. We are fueled up, so the fuel pumps can come on. Give it a little brightness here as it's starting to get dark. Turn our seatbelts on. I don't know why the passengers haven't started loading. GSX at its finest. We can get some passengers to board this plane.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Clear to Key West, VHC Fenix, climb and maintain 4000, then 190, departure 126.05, squawk 2245, New Sky 901.
There we go. Passengers are coming aboard now. Baggage is loaded. Close those cargo doors. They should have closed automatically. GSX, again, at its finest. APU bleed is on, so external power can come off. Look outside.
Hello.
Looking good out there. Okay. Want us to climb and maintain 11,000 initially, so we'll set that in FCU. Check our company messages.
New Sky 331, request IFR clearance, Palm Beach.
We will accept that load sheet. Flight plan, we're going to need some performance data once we get fully loaded here. That's the
5000, squawk 4435, New Sky 331.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
yeah, it's the people start to board.
Southwest 268 Whiskey November, requesting IFR clearance with information X-ray as filed.
There we go. We got some passengers boarding and taking their seats.
Welcome on board.
We should go greet them, huh?
This way. Hello.
It looks like I'm all about 4 feet tall. There we go.
Welcome on board.
Hello, how you guys all doing out there? Doing fine, huh? You ready for this wonderful flight to Key West? Sure, it's going to be a doozy. Ooh, check out the guy in 1, 2, 3, the 4th row, middle seat.
Hello.
That tattoo, not really sure I would trust him, but hey, I'm sure our lovely flight attendants back there can handle everything. All right, back to the flight deck. And we should
Give me 1
close
second
it.
for that clearance.
Hello.
Information X-ray is currently clear to Holton via the GWAVA to departure, then on file. Departure runway 09, initial climb to 11,000. Departure on 126.05, squawk 3527, southwest 68, Whiskey November.
23 looking for IFR clearance to LAS. Information with Quebec is on board. 313 needing IFR to LAS. Information with India is on board. American 313 need IFR clearance to Los Angeles International. Information India is on board.
A lot of traffic out there tonight. SayIntentions is a busy place. And how are we doing? People are still boarding. Come on, people, get on the plane so we can get the heck out of here. I think we're already running late. Yeah, we're already 3 minutes late. Oh, well, what can you do? Almost there, 84.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Clear to Los Angeles via the BNTOs for departure. Fenix file. Climb and maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 36 0, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.05. Clock 6255, American 313.
There we go. We're loaded and we are good to go.
Dynasty 179er, Roger, standing by.
Let's get some performance information going here. We're going to go 1F for flaps. We always do toga because why not? Think the live weather.
Standing by, Dynasty 179er.
Calculate and send that to the
Dynasty 179er,
McDo.
Roger, standing by. When ready, advise ready for taxi with information, Bravo.
Looks good. So up 1.2 for the trim.
717 Alpha November, radio check. Miami ground, American 717 Alpha November, requesting IFR clearance with information Sierra are filed.
Okay, we're ready for pushback now. So let's turn the beacons on. BSX will push us back. Yep, way goes away.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Go. Got another company message.
Departure checks complete. Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Final load sheet.
Clear to Kennedy after departure, flight radar vector to sea salt. Then a file departure runway 09, initial climb to 7,000, departure at 126.05, squawk 4412, American 7 Alpha November.
Miami ground, good morning. This is Delta A319. Request back to turn to the active runway 9er with India.
Spirit Wings 22 requesting push and start.
Runway 9er, Delta A27. And ground American 8002, did you receive by repack?
Spirit Wings 22, push and start approved. Expect runway 08 left for departure.
Runway 08 left for departure, Spirit Wings 22.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes are released.
All engines clear. Start at will.
And we're going to start engine 1 first.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Spirit Airlines flight to Key West. I am Janet in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you, unless as a pet rocka, those can sit on your lap. The weather in Key West is a balmy 31 degrees Celsius, which is just perfect for pretending you're on holiday, while you're actually just avoiding your responsibilities. Before we take off, let me remind you that your seatbelt should be fastened low and tight across your lap, much like the captain is grip on the controls, hopefully. And if you're wondering about snacks and drinks, do not worry. We'll be serving those shortly, assuming the captain does not fly us into a cloud of confusion first. Thank you for choosing Spirit Airlines, where our motto is, We promise to get you there, eventually. Now sit back, relax, and let us hope for a smooth ride, because if it is bumpy, it is probably the captain's fault.
Thanks much. Love my crew back there.
Please set parking brakes. Unlocking gear.
By the way, that comedy is provided by Janet, one of our top-notch flight attendants here on Spirit Airlines. Engine 2 is available. The ignition can come off. APU can come off. Get the strobe light going.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
There he is. Okay, let's get some taxi lights going here. It's good. We can arm our spoilers. Flaps can come to 1. Keep in mind I'm doing this all with my Stream Deck, so you won't see my mouse moving to those positions. Okay, I think we're ready for taxi. Miami ground, good evening. This is Spirit Wings 22. Request taxi.
Spirit Wings 22, taxi to runway 8 left via November 9er, Mike 1, cross runway 08 right, then Lima 1, contact tower on 118.3 when ready for departure.
8 left via November 9, Mike 1, cross runway 08 right, then Lima 1, contact tower 118.3 when ready for departure, Spirit Wings 22. Let's see where they're sending us.
Hawker 511, Hotel Alpha, follow the Falcon, hold short of taxiway Charlie.
Following the Falcon, holding short of Charlie Hawker 511 Hotel Alpha.
Miami ground. American 1519 requesting IFR clearance of fire with information Sierra.
So they want us to go to November 9. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to November 8. And then out to Mike. So we'll go November 8 to Mike. Oops, didn't mean that. I need to move this thing. And then they wanted us to go to Mike 1. Cross runway 8 right. Lima 1. Okay, so that's going to look like this.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
So November to November 8th.
Sylvia, Guava 2, departure, Dennis 5, climb and maintain 11,000, expect 370, 10 minutes after departure on 126.05, squawk 6665, American 1519.
Request for taxi 179.
So November 8th to Mike. Mike out to Mike 1. Oops, sorry about that. Cross the runway to Lima 1 to 8 left. And that American Airlines plane is basically taking us out. All right, cool beans. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Parking brake is off. Auto brake is going to max. TO config.
Dynasty 179er taxi to runway 8 left via November. Bravo, hold short of runway 8 left.
Taxi
Looking
to
good.
runway 8 left about November, Bravo, hold short of runway 8 left, Dynasty 179er.
I'm ground Delta 1234, taxi gate.
United 510, Miami ground pushback approved. Expect runway 9er for departure.
Turn on predictive wind shear. Go to TA. Oops. Gotta learn how to fly to steer this plane. There's November 8th. And this is Mike. Into the sun. We'll take Mike all the way down. I've flown out of here plenty of times. It's all the way down. Have a drinky poo. I should motor in tonight. We gotta slow her down.
Ground United 510, ready to taxi.
United 510 taxi to runway 9er via Tango. Hold short of runway 12. Then continue taxi via Papa Yankee. Hold short of runway 8 left. Then continue taxi via Sierra. Contact tower on 123.9er when ready for departure. Qatari 778 Heavy Miami ground pushback approved. Expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er, Qatari 778 Heavy. Sierra to General Aviation Parking, 853 Tango Bravo.
Hey Janet, can I get some coffee up here once we get in the air?
Sure thing, Captain. I'll make sure to brew you a cup of liquid motivation once we're airborne. Just try not to spill it all over the controls, all right?
853 Tango Bravo.
Delta 1234
Ladies and
Miami
gentlemen,
ground
this is your
Roger
lead
taxi to
flight
gate via
attendant
November,
Janet
then hold short of
speaking.
taxiway
Welcome
Bravo.
aboard Spirit
Contact
Airlines
tower
Flight
on
22 to
123.9er when ready
Key
for
West.
departure.
We're thrilled
Have
to
a
have
good
you
night.
with us today. Our captain, Robert, is up front, probably trying to remember which way is up, and our first officer, Jackie, is here to make sure he doesn't fly us into a cloud of confusion. We have 91 lovely passengers on board today, so please stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you, unless it has a pet rock, in which
No need
case
to hold
it can
until
sit on your lap.
1234.
Sit back,
Contact tower
relax,
on
and let us hope
123.9er when
for a
ready for
smooth
departure.
ride, because
Have a
if
good
Ida's
day.
bumpy, Ida's
Miami ground, this is Spirit Wings 22, holding short of runway 8 right.
Spirit Wings 22, contact tower on 118.3 when ready for departure.
118.3 for departure, Spirit Wings 2112. One thing I like about Beyond ATC a little bit better is it will tell me to hold before crossing runways, and then I have to request to cross it, or they will let me know when to cross it. It doesn't seem like it works with SayIntentions, but again, SayIntentions is pretty fantastic. Okay, here's 8 left, so we are going to hold short here. We'll throw the brakes on. We're going to get our landing lights on. Looks good up top. Not seeing any fault or white lights. So we're going to throw some chronos on, get out to the runway, and get out of Miami. Miami departure. This is Spirit Wings 22. Ready for departure.
Spirit Wings 22, Miami Tower, runway 8 left, winds 110 at 10 gusting. RNAV Baller, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, Spirit Wings 22. Out to the runway we go.
13 Whiskey, contact departure on 126.05.
Over to 126.05, 13 Whiskey, have a good morning.
Okay, we are lined up. Not going to do a full stop here.
American 951.
Okay, let's
American
give it some
951,
juice.
wind 056 at 13 runway 8 right, clear to land. Delta 1652, wind 098 at 7. Runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Forward pressure to Toga.
Runway 8 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1652.
Steer it down the runway, 80 knots. There's V1 and there's rotate. Positive rate and the gear can come up. Put our autopilot on. We're above S speed, so spoilers and flaps can come up. Throttles back to climb.
Delta 1652, contact departure.
Contacting departure. Can you give me that frequency, please?
Looks pretty down there.
Spirit Wings 22, contact departure on 126.05.
126.05, Spirit Wings 22. Have a good evening. Miami departure. This is Spirit Wings 22, climbing through 2300.
Spirit Wings 22, Miami departure, radar contact lost, say altitude.
Climbing through 2900, Spirit Wings 22.
Delta 1652, contact departure on 126.05.
126.05, Delta 1652, good day.
Miami departure. This is Spirit Wings 22, climbing through 4400.
Spirit Wings 22, Miami departure. Not seeing you on radar. Double check 4311. Ident again.
Cathay 72, heavy Miami approach. Proceed direct, cleared for the runway 27 left approach.
My mistake.
Spirit Wings 22, Miami departure, radar contact, 7 miles southeast of Miami at 5300 feet. Miami altimeter 29.88, cleared direct mint. Climb and maintain 1 to 6,000.
American 2456, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain 16,000, Spirit Wings 22.
Spirit Wings 22, contact Miami Center on 133.2.
133.2, Spirit Wings 22. Have a good evening. Miami Center, good evening. This is Spirit Wings 22 with you through 9,000.
Exit the Bravo immediately. Advise when ready to copy phone number for possible pilot deviation.
Spirit Wings 22, Miami Center. Good evening, Miami. Altimeter 29.88.
Cheyenne Tower on short final for runway 27, 72 Juliet.
There's 10,000. All the lights can come off. And we're going to turn our seatbelts off.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant, Janet, speaking. We are now at a height where you can use your electronic devices.
American 05,
yes, that's
descend
right.
and maintain
Feel free to
9,000.
scroll through your social media like the captain scrolls through the manual on how to fly. Also, our onboard Wi-Fi service is now available, so you can connect and pretend to work while we hope the captain remembers which way is down. And just to whet your appetite, the drinks and snack service will be starting soon, along with some delightful items from the Spirit Airlines shop. Enjoy!
All right, let's prepare our arrival information in a McDo.
Descending 9,000 with American 05.
American 05, descend and maintain 7,000.
Decision height is
American 1451, Miami
253.
Center, roger.
See what the weather is in Key
American
West.
1451, Miami Center, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Climb and maintain flight level 240, American 1451.
2990 and
American 1451,
31.
climb and maintain flight level 280.
Saturday 7, can we go ahead and head up to 40,000?
Ninety 31 for the temp. What are they saying? Winds are at 100/8.
United 870, climb and maintain flight level 400.
400, Saturday 7.
Or 80 miles from top of descent.
November 123, Romeo Juliet. Takes that simple lock-on. Requesting our IFR to Tampa.
Frontier 903, climb and maintain flight level 330.
And we are approaching our cruising altitude of 16,000 feet, or flight level 160. I've tried this flight numerous times in the past few days, and the landing always seems to elude me. When I say it's just a heavier landing that I'm used to.
330, Frontier 903.
Spirit Wings 22, Miami Center. Expect the RNAV runway 9er approach into Key West. Descent will be in
Ladies
5
and
minutes.
gentlemen,
Let me
we've
know
reached
if you
our
want to
cruising
descend sooner.
altitude. For your continued safety.
Expect the RNAV runway 9 approach in Key West, Spirit Wings 22.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Is the captain really flying this thing? Well, let's just say if he can manage to keep us in the air, I'll be impressed. Snack and drink service will be coming around shortly. And don't forget, we'll also be offering some delightful items from the Spirit Shop after that. So sit back, relax, and let us hope the captain remembers which way is down.
Hey, thanks, Janet.
American
You are so
1451,
nice
climb
to
and
me.
maintain flight level 280.
Climb maintain flight level 280, American 1461.
United 9er 87, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Climb and maintain flight level 26089
Lovely evening here over South Florida. That's a pretty shot, the sun going down in the distance.
Flight level 280 when you're ready.
Climb and maintain flight level 28089
Delta 5128, say again.
Thanks so much, Zambi. Oops, I actually said that to ATC. Thanks so much, Zambi. Zambi Bambi 2.0.
You're welcome.
Sorry, can you repeat for King Airport takeoff?
Miami Center, disregard that last transmission, Spirit Wings 2-2.
South Bimini Airport at your 1 o'clock 17 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. So long.
Change to advisory frequency approved, and I'll report my cancellation. King Airport, take a box out.
So as we're going along here, it
and maintain 3,000.
says my top of descent's in 55 miles. I'm going to start down, or ask to start down, probably around, I don't know, Goosell, roughly. Well, that is, I guess, about 55 miles if you think about it. So let's see what SayIntentions has us do here. If they will, they should notice I need vectors at that point and tell me to descend. But let's see what happens.
American 05, contact Miami radar on 125.25.
12525, American 05, good day.
Tell you what, it's a much
Air
nicer
France
night in
616
South
Miami
Florida.
Center, descend and maintain 1717,000.
Then it's in the Mid-Atlantic northeast area of the states. Then again, they just had some horrible weather down that neck of the woods, and they could use a break. Uh, 1500's our altitude to start descending into Key West. Let's see what they give. Let's see what SayIntentions ATC gives us.
Air France 616, descend and maintain 1313,000.
Air France 616.
Citation 0, Echo Zulu, contact Navy, Key West, approach on 124.025.
West approach 24025, Griffin Zulu, connect.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to 2024. Sometimes this game just looks beautiful. Can't wait to see what 2024 is going to bring. We're about 30 miles from that waypoint. I bet you that's where our top descent is. Roughly is. Okay.
Miami Center, good morning, American 705, climbing 250.
American 705 Miami Center. Good evening. Fort Lauderdale altimeter 3009er. American 635 Miami Center. Good evening. Pompano Beach. Altimeter 299er1.
Spirit Wings 22, descend and maintain 1000. Altimeter
Ladies and
29.88.
gentlemen, we have left our crew.
Descend and maintain 11,000, flight level 110, altimeter 2988, Spirit Wings 22.
By. We might need them. Our lovely cabin crew will soon be making one last round to collect any remaining trash or
King
discarded
Air 4 Tango
items.
Fox, roger.
So
Radar
if you've
service
got
is terminated.
anything that
Squawk
resembles
VFR.
rubbish, now's
Frequency
your
change
chance to
approved.
get rid of it before we land in Key West.
Maintain 5000, direct to Cal. And sorry, I missed the squawk. Can you say that again? Miami Center, this is TBM 850. Echo Zulu Sierra, over.
Let's get some ATIS information from Key West. 119.675.
Bravo, say again your altitude request.
Dial that in.
NE53 Zulu. Wind 105 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, clear. Temperature 31. Dew point 26. Altimeter 29er. Arriving and departing runway 9er. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 121.9er. Advise on initial contact you have information golf.
Information golf, thanks much.
Key West International Airport.
Delta 5128.
Get a little light,
Delta
a little light
5128
going
Miami
here.
Center on 133.5.
5128.
Delta 5128 Miami Center on 133.5.
We're descending nicely. Let's see where they vector us to since we're coming up to the end of our flight plan. Or the end of the waypoints we have in our flight plan before the discontinuity.
Spirit Wings 22, descend and maintain 4000, turn right, heading 285 vectors for the RNAV runway 9er approach.
Descend and maintain 4,000, turn right, heading 285 vectors for RNAV runway 9 approach, Spirit Wings 22.
Approach 120.58 Charlie Golf.
Twin Beach 30 Bravo, contact Miami Center on 132.2.
Miami Center on 132.2, 30 Bravo. Miami Center, Delta 5128 with you. Descending to 5,000 on a heading of 180.
Delta Boeing 787 Miami Oceanic Center, roger. Tavernier altimeter 29er 9er 1.
We're going to descend a little bit faster here.
0.2, American 1451.
Do 2,000 feet a minute. We have to eventually get down to 1,500, so.
1451, flight level 360.
American 1451, output. Good evening, hope you're having a nice one so far.
Spirit Wings 22, contact Navy Key West approach on 124.025.
124.025, Spirit Wings 22. See ya. Navy Key West approach. Good evening. This is Spirit Wings 22 with you through descending through 10,300.
128.
Delta 5128, climb and maintain flight level 270.
Spirit Wings 22, descend and maintain 4,000. Turn left heading 265 vectors for the RNAV runway 9er approach.
Turn left heading 265, descend and maintain 4,000 for vectors for the RNAV runway 9 approach, Spirit Wings 22. Let's throw our lights on as we've descended below 10,000. Put the seatbelt signs back on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our final
travel
approach into
346
Key
direct
West.
Canoa,
Please
approved,
turn on
proceed on
all
course.
your electronic devices and stow them away.
Travel
Unless you
346,
fancy
climb
a
and
game
maintain
of
flight
guess what
level
happens when you
340.
don't. Make sure your tray tables are up, your seat backs are straight, and your seat belts are fastened. Because if the captain's flying skills are anything to go by, we might need them. The weather in Key West is a lovely 31 degrees Celsius, which is just perfect for pretending you're on holiday while you're actually just avoiding your responsibilities. Thank you.
World Travel 346, climb and
Thanks,
maintain
Janet.
flight
Pretty
level
sure you used that
360.
joke earlier. By the way, in the
Spirit
distance,
Wings 22, contact Navy Key West approach on 124.75.
124.75, Spirit Wings 22. Navy Key West approach. Good evening. This is Spirit Wings 22, descending through 7,200.
Spirit Wings 22, Navy Key West approach. Good evening, Summerland Key, altimeter 29er.88. TBM Charlie 64, contact Miami Center on 132.2.
132.2 off Charlie 64.
$29.90. I think I messed up there.
TBM 320 Juliet, Navy Key West departure. Contact Miami Center on 132.2.
132.2, TBM 320 Juliet.
Comanche 91 Papa, where are you headed?
Miami Center, Comanche 91 Papa.
All right, we're gonna arrest the descent down to about 1,000 feet a minute. Put some
Comanche
speed
91
brakes
Papa,
out.
roger.
So we should be slowing down. We should have been below 250,
Comanche 91
below
Papa,
10,000.
radar contact 6 miles east of Summerlin, Key Cove Airport at 10,500. Summerlin Key, altimeter 299er4.
Of course, we blew through that, so they're gonna write us up a ticket. Oh well.
Miami Center, Comanche 91 Papa, checking in 10,200, climbing 10,500. Also requesting flight following, please.
Ooh, getting a little bit squirrely out there.
Comanche 7791 Papa, Miami Center, squawk 6547 and a dent.
Squawking 6547, Comanche 91 Papa.
The Key West
Comanche
Airport down
91
here.
Papa, radar contact 6 miles east of Summerlin, Key Cove Airport at 10,500 feet. Summerlin Key, altimeter 299er4.
Oh yeah, I forgot to bring you who this flight is sponsored by. A. Yinger Beer Oktoberfest Mars. Drink up. Okay, let's see how they vector us in to Key West. It's pretty out in the distance. Look at the sun off the clouds. It looks like the approach phase has been activated. Start to slow down. We're going to go laps 1 and a bit here. Let's give it some time. I believe we need to be hitting Busby when we're actually going to start descending
Spirit
down.
Wing 22, Navy Key West approach. Turn right heading 285.
Turn right heading 285, Spirit Wings 22.
Tree. Switching to 118.3 Southwest 521.
Flaps 1.
Spirit Wings 22, sorry about that. Turn left heading 260 vectors for the RNAV runway 9er approach.
Turn left heading 260 vectors for RNAV runway 9 approach, Spirit Wings 22, and no worries on that.
Spirit Wings 22, turn right heading 285.
Turn right heading 285, Spirit Wings 22. This is where some of this ATC stuff drives you nuts, because we're just basically going
Spirit
back.
Wings 22, 4 miles from Etna. Turn left heading 195. Descend and maintain 1500 until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 9er approach.
Descend and maintain 1500 until established. Cleared for RNAV runway 9 approach. We're going to turn left heading 195. Yeah, it looks like they'll get us down. It didn't look like it was they were going to vector us in properly, but this looks like it should work. If not, I'll make it work. SayIntentions is a pretty good program. Again, it's, you know, I don't know. It's not beta anymore, obviously, but the ATC is pretty good in it. Again, not having really flown, I really couldn't tell you that, but just from, you know, my experiences in MSFS. But this looks like it's going to vector me up pretty good. Oh, I should be descending. That's going to be a problem. And now I'm going to vector myself in.
$2,500.
It's dark.
Spirit Wings 22. Contact tower on 118.2.
118.2 Spirit Wings 22. Good evening. Key West Tower, this is Spirit Wings 22 descending through 2100.
Spirit Wings 22, Key West Tower, not descending through 21100.
Descending through 2000 Spirit Wings 22. Gonna arm our spoilers.
8 Whiskey Papa contact departure.
Let's get our landing gear down.
West Tower, November 16, Whiskey Papa, holding short runway 9, ready for departure. Spirit Wings 22, winds 105 at 7, runway 9er, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, Spirit Wings 22.
The Key West, contact ground on 130.875.
Over to ground on 130.875, Cyber 320.
My plane.
West Tower, Comanche 91 Papa, inbound to land, about 10 miles to the north.
Flaps 3.
With information Tango.
Comanche 7791 Papa, Key West Tower,
Flaps
and a right
4.
downwind for runway 9er.
Key West Tower, TBM Alpha Charlie 64, so you are at RNAV runway 9, 10 miles out.
Now put the auto brakes on. I gotta descend this thing. A little bit bumpy coming into Key West. We're going into the wind, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's see how we make out the landing.
Alpha Charlie 64, Key West Tower. Turn
Flaps
right heading
4.
235 vectors for the RNAV runway 9er approach.
Hey Janet, you good back there for landing?
Yes, Captain. We're all set back here for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant, Janet, speaking. We have begun our final approach into Key West, so please fasten your seatbelts. If you could just imagine the captain trying to land this thing, it might help you appreciate the importance of that seatbelt. The crew will be coming around to collect any items you no longer need, like that sandwich you thought was a good idea 3 hours ago. Thank you.
Janet making jokes again. Thanks, Janet. Looking good so far.
Vectors for RNAV runway approach. Alpha Charlie 64.
TBM 850, Charlie 64 winds 160 at 11. Runway 9er clear to land.
Key West Tower, Skyhawk 884, Charlie Alpha, holding short, runway 27, ready for VFR departure, going east, with Papa.
Let's try to get it on the center line here. I usually try to get it 30 over the threshold since this is a short runway. Let's see if we can make that work.
Minimum.
Continue. Disregarding the poppies.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Skyhawk 884 Charlie Alpha Key West Tower runway 9er line up and wait.
30, 20, reach off.
Reach on 5.
Well, I got it down.
Keywood Tower,
A little bit long.
Skyhawk 88 for Charlie Alpha would like to request runway 27.
See if we can stop.
Spirit Wings 22, welcome to Key West. Contact ground on
Ladies and
121.9er.
gentlemen, welcome to Key West.
Piper
The
2
time
Tango
is now
Foxtrot.
121.9, Spirit Wings 22.
Contact and
which is quite
departure,
an
Piper
achievement
2
considering
Tango
the captain was at
Foxtrot.
the helm. Fun fact, Key West is home to the southernmost point in the continental United States, which is a fancy way of saying it as the last place you can go before you hit water. The weather is a delightful 31 degrees Celsius.
Key West ground. Good evening. This is Spirit Wings 2112. Request taxi.
Belts fastened until we reach our final parking position. Unless you fancy a game of a how quickly can I get off this plane?
Spirit Wing 22, taxi Park 4. 3 at your discretion. Have a good day.
Our motto is, we promise to get you
Vision
there,
Jet 5 Alpha Zulu
eventually.
Vision 2000, Key West ground, please.
Taxi to Park 43 at your discretion. Spirit Wings 22. I don't know what Park 43 is, so we're just going to choose, if it's open, our typical spot.
Vision Jet 5 Alpha Zulu requesting permission to taxi to General Aviation.
Turn the APU on.
Vision Jet 5 Alpha Zulu taxi to General Aviation via Alpha Echo.
Vision Jet
And I like this first spot here. So that's where we're going to park.
Ground, good evening. Delta 1472, ready to copy IFR to Atlanta Hartsfield with information Yankee.
Delta 1472, Key West ground clearance on request. Stand by.
That looks good. Parking brakes can come on. Landing lights can come off. Taxi lights can come off. APU is available. We'll turn that on. We'll let that go. We'll shut down the beacon lights, which should get us some deboarding from GSX.
1472, Key West ground cleared to Atlanta Hartsfield. Radar vectors Carnew.
Engines can come off.
Climb and maintain 20000. Departure on 124.025. Squawk 3554.
Cleared Atlanta Hartsfield, vectors to Canu, that is filed. Climb and maintain flight level 200.
I have no idea what kind of landing that
on
was.
124.025, squawking 3554. Delta 1472. Key West, clearance
Okay, I'll take that.
Allegiant 2706 with information Papa.
That is the best landing I've had at Key West, like in forever. Not optimal. I thought I came in a little bit long on that, but yeah, I got it stopped in time, so. And I'm having fun doing it, so. Oh, here comes the passenger bus. Back in the cockpit and watch them leave.
Goodbye.
Lights go high here. All right, we should see some people leaving here. We'll go greet them. And there they go. Have a wonderful one. Hopefully the flight was okay. Have a good evening. Maybe someday you could be like me, King Bob. Maybe you don't really want to be like me, but you know, who knows. That was fun. I so enjoy this game, so hopefully everybody had a good evening tonight. I know I did. We're gonna watch these people deboard the plane. Get a little outside action going. Turn off the strobes. Turn off the nav lights. Off some signs. Put some fuel pumps. Turn them off.
Allegiance 2706 with information pop.
Turn off the ADIRs. Get external power going. We can turn the bleed off.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
West ground, Skyhawk 1948 Foxtrot.
Have a good one. Have a great evening.
Skyhawk 1948 Foxtrot, Key West ground. Go ahead.
Taxi to the terminal.
Jacket looks like a little much for Key West, but some people are always cold. What can you say? Well, on that note, thanks to anyone, and I mean anyone, who happened to sit here and watch and listen to that ATC. That sounds horrible. So thanks to anyone that actually joined and watched and sit that with me. This flight from Miami to Key West, I'm going to do it again. I will get better at this, I promise you, but still in the early days of streaming. Maybe someday I can become a YouTube star. Maybe I won't. On that note, everyone have a wonderful evening, and I will see you on the next stream. This is King Bob, signing off.